The Andes, stretching along the western coast of South America, is the longest continental mountain range in the world. It spans approximately 7,000 kilometers, 4,350 miles, from north to south, starting from the northern part of Venezuela and passing through Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Chile, and reaching the southern tip of Argentina. Throughout its vast expanse, the Andes have been home to indigenous people who have cultivated their own cosmology and spiritual beliefs over thousands of years. In this video, I will introduce Andean spirituality, focusing on the Quechua and Aymara peoples. These two indigenous groups are among the largest in the Andes, particularly in Peru, Bolivia, and various regions within Ecuador, Chile, and Argentina. Historically, the arrival of the Spaniards in the 16th century led to the blending of Catholicism with the traditional indigenous beliefs of the Andean cultures. Prior to this, the region saw the rise and influence of two significant civilizations, the ancient Tiwanaku civilization, which thrived from the 6th to the 10th centuries, and the powerful Inca Empire, which prospered from the 13th to the 16th century. The Inca Empire played a particularly important role in shaping the beliefs and practices of the Quechua people. One notable aspect was their veneration of Inti, the sun god, who held a central place in Inca religious beliefs. To truly grasp the worldview of the Andean peoples, it is crucial to comprehend the multifaceted meaning of the word Pacha in their language. One of its attributed meanings is the representation of the world as a unified and living entity, encompassing the natural environment such as the landscape, flora, fauna, and human communities, as well as the unseen realms. Additionally, it embodies the concept of a specific moment in time. Therefore, the most accurate translation of the word is to consider it as spacetime. In Andean cosmology, there exist three distinct worlds, Janan or Hanan Pacha, the world above, Kaywipacha or Kaywipacha, this world, and Ukhu Pacha, the world below. The Hanan Pacha, or celestial realm, includes the sky, sun, moon, stars, planets, and constellations situated above the sky. Prominent deities in this realm include Inti, the sun god, Mama Killa, the moon goddess, and Ilapa, the god of thunder and lightning. The condor symbolizes this realm, which, following the arrival of Catholic missionaries, became associated with heaven. Kaywipacha represents the observable world inhabited by humans, animals, and plants. It is also home to various spiritual beings and deities. The mountain spirits are known as the Apis, but mountains are also the dwelling place of ancient gods called Wamanis. These Wamanis were said to be punished and confined within the mountains after a great flood. Despite their confinement, the Andean people can communicate with these beings and seek their guidance and blessings. Additionally, Kaywipacha is inhabited by nature deities known as the Akakilas, who are associated with specific geographic features such as lakes, rivers, or sacred sites. Another important figure in this realm is Akiko, an agricultural god symbolizing abundance and prosperity. Akiko is believed to bring good fortune and is often depicted carrying miniature representations of wealth, such as money, food, and other desired items. Within this world, the puma holds a special place as an emblematic animal, admired for its embodiment of power and strength. Ukhu Pacha, the underworld, is associated with the depths of the earth and water. The Supai, a group of demons, inhabits Ukhu Pacha and torments the living. The snake symbolizes this world. Human spirits, after death, have the potential to exist in any of the three realms of Andean cosmology. Some spirits remain in Kaywipacha, the perceptible world, until their unresolved matters and unfinished business are addressed. They may linger until their descendants or living relatives fulfill certain obligations or perform specific rituals on their behalf. In Andean traditions, these ancestral spirits of humans are often referred to as Malku, a term that signifies their elevated status as respected and revered beings. The Malkus are believed to retain their wisdom and guidance even in the spirit realm, and they can continue to influence and interact with the living. It is believed that their presence and wisdom can be invoked for support and guidance in everyday life. Additionally, the Andean belief system encompasses the concept of reincarnation, suggesting that the Malkus have the potential to be reborn into new lives. This idea of cyclical rebirth aligns with a broader understanding of the interconnectedness of all things in Andean cosmology. The cycle of life, death, and rebirth is seen as part of a larger cosmic order, where individual souls may continue their journey through multiple lifetimes, carrying with them the experiences and lessons from previous incarnations. A derivative of the word Pacha is Pachamama, a term commonly encountered while journeying through the Andean lands. Although often interpreted as Mother Earth, its true significance lies in the interconnectedness of all things and represents the integrated whole of existence. Therefore, within this broader context, Pachamama is believed to exist across all three worlds. However, she is usually personified as a goddess and the wife of the sun god. This meaning of Pachamama also explains many other central worldviews held by the Andean cultures. Since Pachamama is considered a living deity, its constituent parts must necessarily also be alive, leading to a belief in animism, the belief that everything in nature has a spirit and is thus sacred. The unity and interdependence symbolized by Pachamama are also important in the context of community and belonging. This applies to both social inclusion, where individuals are part of the community and should be included, and the responsibility of each individual member for the well-being of the community, Elu. This explains the collectivist labor mentality of the Quechua and Aymara peoples. Another central concept recognized by Andean cultures is the existence of duality within this unity. This concept is best encapsulated by the term Yanantin, best explained as focusing on the qualities that bring beings together rather than their differences. They see opposites not as opposing forces but as complementary aspects that require each other's presence for strength and wholeness. Yanantin permeates all aspects of social and spiritual life within the indigenous Andean worldview, as it is considered the primary organizing principle of creation. For example, rituals and offerings demonstrate Yanantin, where coca leaves are offered in pairs. This concept contrasts with the notion of chula, which refers to inequality or something that should come in pairs. A male-female pairing is seen as vital for harmony. Individual personhood is not solely ascribed to the individual but rather to the union of a man and a woman. Through the act of marriage, young individuals are considered complete and recognized as adults within the community. To maintain harmony, another important principle is Ayni, the concept of reciprocity and mutual exchange. Ayni is expressed through offerings as expressions of gratitude and seeking permission for the use of land and water. Due to the paramount importance of Pachamama, Andean people center their lives around sacred rituals that honor her and seek bountiful harvests. The ceremonies include symbolic elements to nourish her appetite, some of which resemble what humans enjoy, such as coca leaves, snuff, drinks, candy, tobacco, and more. Traditionally, during the month of August, Pachamama is believed to have an open mouth, signifying her hunger. The 1st of August is the principal day of the festival, as she prepares the land for the forthcoming harvest. Pachamama ceremonies can also take place every first Friday of each month or during special occasions such as marriages, births, or openings. In contemporary ceremonies dedicated to Pachamama, it is common to witness the coexistence of elements from Catholicism, such as images of saints, crosses, and the Virgin Mary. If you pass by some of the witches' markets that sell these offerings, you may see dried llama fetuses. Llamas have long been revered as sacred animals and are considered intermediaries between humans and the spiritual realm. They are believed to possess the ability to communicate with deities and ancestral spirits. Besides their use in ceremonies, it is believed that by burying or placing these fetuses within the foundations of a home or property, the inhabitants will be blessed with good fortune and protection from negative energies. Apart from Pachamama, there are ceremonies and rituals associated with different spirits as well. For example, rituals involving connecting with ancestors are called koa. All these rituals are often performed in sacred sites such as Machu Picchu, Lake Titicaca, and the islands of the Sun and Moon. In future videos, I will discuss these sites in more detail, so please like and subscribe if you are interested. In fact, Lake Titicaca holds significant importance in the creation stories of the Quechua and Aymara peoples. According to Quechua mythology, the creator deity Viracocha emerged from its waters and brought forth celestial bodies such as the sun, moon, and stars. It is believed that Viracocha also molded the first human beings out of clay, shaping their form and giving them life. Most indigenous cultures have shaman-like figures. These are known as Pacos or Pacos in Quechua and Yatiri in Aymara. Since I have discussed the functions of shamans in a previous video, I will focus here on aspects unique to Andean culture. In Aymara society, traditional healers specializing in working with herbs are known as Kaliri, and Yatiri represents a specific subclass within this group. The term Yatiri derives from the Aymara verb yatna, which means to know. Thus, a Yatiri is someone who possesses knowledge. What distinguishes them is often an experience of being struck by lightning, which is seen as a calling. This event is believed to symbolize a form of death and rebirth. Yatiri usually seek guidance from a senior practitioner to undergo training. One of their primary tools is the revolves, a human skull representing ancestors who were killed, often by robbers. The revolves serves as an intermediary between the human and spirit worlds. Yatiri can communicate with akakilas, the nature spirits, and may engage in rituals involving frogs, snakes, or other elements to cause harm or protection. Another noteworthy feature of Andean spirituality is the use of plant medicine, with ayahuasca being one of the most well-known hallucinogens used by the Quechua people. Additionally, San Pedro and Yopo are also utilized for their hallucinogenic properties. In future videos, I will delve into more detail about these plant medicines. To conclude the discussion on Pacha, not from a spatial perspective but from a temporal perspective, it is important to highlight the concept of Pachucuti, which can be translated as world transformation. Pachucuti represents a profound shift in the cosmic order, signifying the transition between epochs or eras. During a Pachucuti, significant changes occur, leading to upheaval, renewal, and transformation. The established social, cultural, and natural order undergoes disruption and reconfiguration. This period is characterized by profound shifts in societal structures, power dynamics, and spiritual beliefs, and may also involve cataclysmic events. It is a time of immense change that ultimately gives rise to a new era characterized by different values, principles, and realities. The Andean peoples believe that the current era is marked by challenges and imbalance, but they also recognize that we are currently undergoing a Pachucuti. This implies that there is an anticipation of a forthcoming era characterized by greater harmony, balance, and well-being.